just to at least give the breakdown of it.
Outlook.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then we'll see if there's anything left. No, Kendall, I was up at like 4 in the morning playing fucking four in a row with Kendall. Tic-tac-toe, whatever the fuck that shit's called. He was up trading Asia session and got his shit straight to stop loss. God damn, Kendall.
What pair?
AU.
Wait, but like, did you not tell him? I won't forget. When you said this, you were like, if we trade the same way, we're basically meant to be taking the same trades.
Correct.
So what did he see that you did not see?
Yo, because again, there's what he's going through right now. If he took the trade, like he sent me a, I don't know if he took the trade or if he just marked it up
Sent
on
a
his.
screenshot.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if he took the trade or if it was just a screenshot. Um, and again, I understand the reason he's taking this trade, and the reason why he's what's good, Muhammad. You're great rise, my brother. If you the reason why we go over everything one at a time, right, is because if again, if I take a trader and I just show him entry models, right? Do you think that trader is going to want to learn everything else and then start trading, or do you think that that person, again, it's human nature, right? Or do you think that
Yeah.
person is just going to start looking for the entry models? And again, I could teach you what a double bottom looks like, right? So do you think that that trader is gonna go look at a double bottom and take every double bottom that's in the market, or do you think he's gonna go learn structure first, understand where you are in the structure, and understand why that double bottom is low probability, and then once you understand that, you go and you start trading, right? So Kendall's problem right now is, yeah, he knows structure, yeah, he knows how to enter. The problem is that once you start getting too anxious, you stop forgetting to do the small things, right? So I'm not even sharing my screen. My bad. I got you. Hold on.
So it's basically we could say that he's performance anxiety.
He's just doing
And
whatever he wants on the chart. When you're looking at this, right? First and foremost, AU, just in the 30-minute time frame. Why wouldn't I take this trade? I'll let you go ahead and answer this question. Just from what you can see here on the 30-minute time frame, why wouldn't I take a trade?
well, we had only the change of character, not the break of structure, and there was no 372 to make it a high probability. That's
Okay.
what I would say.
What else?
Um, and also the change of character wasn't like a very big break. It was just an inducement, which means that price could still push higher.
Okay. What else?
That's basically it.
Still a few more things. There's two things, but there's one thing that I'm looking for specifically. If anybody knows the answer in the chat as well, let me know. Why wouldn't I look for
The
a trade
engulf.
here? No,
Wait.
not the engulfing.
Oh, wait. Um, we're basically at higher, higher. We're basically kind of at a lower low.
Okay, perfect. What's the last thing that I'm looking for as to why I wouldn't take a trade here? Yeah, Muhammad, going
I
short.
don't know. What did Mohammed say?
Lower low. Okay. Zone of consolidation. On top of the fact that we're trading at a lower low, we also have a 30-minute zone of consolidation where price was rejecting low, rejecting high, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows. You see
Yeah.
that? So
Yep.
on top of the fact that we're at a lower low, right? That's the one answer that was one of the answers I was looking for. Right? It's because we're at a lower low, but we're also stuck in a zone of consolidation. So where he fucked up in was, again, is just You're trading out a lower low, the same shit that he took on EU the other week, right? You're trading out a lower low. You're in a zone of consolidation, but again, I understand where he went wrong. I understand why he took the trade. You had a zone of consolidation. You had the
Type
break.
one,
You had a type 1
double
pattern.
top.
But again, I could teach you what a type 1 pattern looks like. I could teach you what a double bottom looks like. I could teach you an engulfing candle. And the problem is that I'm also teaching you market structure. So the fact that he took this trade is just telling me, you know, he still has a little bit to go. He has to lock in just a little bit more. Because again, these small mistakes, a lot of people, yo, this shit is boring. I just want to learn how to enter the trade. All right, bro. Like, yo, there's nothing I could do here for you.
Yeah, no, but it's boring. True.
Like
Everybody
it's
wants to know the entry.
like I could teach you entries, bro. I could do the same shit that 99.9% of these other traders who have courses do. Yo, I could teach you what an entry model looks like. What I but I can't do that without showing you market structure first because you're going to lose trades if you don't know market structure. It's just as simple as that. There's nothing more to it. So AU, nothing to trade there. EA, we're moving counter trend, nothing to trade there. ECAD is just moving sideways. EU gave us a type 1 pattern, right? At the lower low at the inducement, gave us a nice type 1 pattern.
Yeah, but would that be a trade that you're gonna take?
Of course. What are we
Well,
talking
making
about?
lower lows and lower highs.
Are we though?
No,
First,
on the lower time
let's go
frame.
let's go through the top to the bottom,
Okay.
right? We know we were at a higher high. We know we're looking for a pullback. In the lower time frame, what are we doing? We're consolidating still. We know we're looking for price to potentially reach these lows, but before price could continue to push lower to give her a steeper pullback, what do we need to see? We need to see price break these lows, right? Going down into a lower time frame now. Where are we? We're at a lower low. Is price gonna give us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower, or is price gonna give us lower low, lower high?
Low, low, lower high.
That's it. You're at a lower low. Price gives you an inducement of the lower low. What is price gonna do after the inducement? It's gonna give you a lower high. That simple. Of course I would take this trade. It's just a
So,
pullback.
what would have been your entry?
My entry, let's see. Let's see if we had an opportunity to enter. 15 minute. 15-minute engulfing. Green candle does not have a bottom wick. Damn, they fucked that for us, huh? Alright, no problem. So 15-minute no engulfing candles. So let's go down to a lower time frame. Do we have anything on the lower time frame? Yes, we do. Red, red, green, right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Would have had a 5 pip stop loss. And then let's calculate STP for the day. 89 minus 33% is 59 pips. EU gave an entry, took EU 1 minute change of character BOS right off the 800. Yeah, that's a good trade, Muhammad. You had change of character, break of structure, retest right on the 800 EMA. Yeah, that's perfect. So if you didn't catch this trade in the bottom, you got an opportunity to get a re-entry as well. You have the change of character, you have the break of structure retest right on the 800 EMA. That's exactly what you want to see. Yeah. This is a beautiful trade on EU. This would have been one trade here, right? A 1 to 10, and then you have another re-entry over here. Literally, right on the 800 EMA, right on the BOS. You had a stop loss at 6 pips. Back to
Nah,
back to
this
TP.
this This is mind blowing, bro.
That would have been a beautiful trade.
Straight into profit.
Straight into profit. And when you're trading the trend, when you're trading exactly what you need to look for, you got no losses on your books, man. Again, it's just about being present at the time that price gives you an entry.
Yeah, you always say
That's
that.
it. They'll be like yesterday. Yesterday, I'm pissed about yesterday because I could have taken that trade on gold. And it wasn't that it was given too early. No, it was given. The entry was given at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It would have been a beautiful trade. But unfortunately, I was a little too lazy yesterday. I didn't want to wake up.
I'll
But
lock
it's all
in
good.
a
It
bit.
happens. So EU already gave us the entry. It's already still giving us lower highs. So I'm turning that off. ECAD is just moving sideways. I'm not going to fuck with this one today. And again, we're trading at a higher high, looking for that higher low. Same thing as all these other pairs. And we know that the market moves in two ways. We're either going to get a lower low, lower high pullback to the top side, right? Or we're going to get price to just consolidate. So we already know what the market's going to do. It's just consolidating. GA is moving counter trend, still giving us lower lows and lower highs. We were in a zone of consolidation. Price gave us the break of the low of consolidation and just continued. So GA, nothing left for us here. GCAD, same thing as ECAD. We're just in a zone of consolidation on the 30-minute time frame, just moving sideways. We're at a lower low. We understand that at a lower low, the market makers have two choices. Either go up and give us a trend to the top side to give us a lower high, or is just going to consolidate. Right, so GCAD right now is just consolidating. GJ gave us another higher high over here. Let's update this. Higher high. We're trading now between this higher low. And this higher high over here. I didn't think STP was gonna hit close at 1 to 2. It's all good. Yeah, I mean you're trading against the trend at that point, right? You're looking for a lower high, so it's not bad. Now I would have definitely said, you could give this a little bit of room to breathe, especially since you're looking at the lower time frame, right? You know that you're trading higher highs and higher lows the entire time, right? Higher high, higher low. Technically, you still had a higher high here, so on top of that, you could also go ahead and do a little cheat sheet. You have an engulfing candle here, right? Red, red, green, but that green candle doesn't have a top wick, right? Does it have a top wick? Let's see. No, it doesn't have a top wick. So you can't use this as a little zone to be like, oh, I'm going to enter again, right? Let's see in the 5 minute. 5 minute engulfing candle, no. Okay. So you could have played this out a little bit more, but again, we're talking about there was what, like 6, 7 pips left on the table for you today. So it's not really that big of a difference. But you could have just held a little bit longer to just take a look at structure. You wait for an engulfing candle, a bearish engulfing candle, you wait for structure to break. You would have had a little bit better of an exit. A little bit, just a little better, nothing too crazy. Still good. Can't go wrong with a 1 to 2. It's a nice account build. GJ, I'm not really trading GJ, man. I don't know. GJ's weird. There's nothing on GJ. GJ on Friday gave a nice 372 going short, but again the entry was just given way too early. So that's just an unfortunate situation. We're still making higher highs and higher lows, so I don't really have nothing for GJ. Nothing for me here. Trading at a higher high. Got a little shoulder head shoulder. I'm not gonna mess with this one. GJ, turn off. GU already did STP. US 30. Still got that crazy gap at the bottom. We have 2 days of rise. Price gave us a third day push already. This is another pair where we could keep this one on. just for the time being. USD CAD moving counter, giving us a lower low. Turn that off. USD ZAR similar to USD CAD, pushing down. Gold should be looking at this to go up. We have 3 days of drop. After 3 days of drop, the market moves sideways or go up to the top side. Gave us a nice 30-minute engulfing candle. We're trading at a higher high. No engulfing candles there. On the 4-hour time frame, we have 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. Right, and then we have 3 days of drop. So again, this week I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the top side. But before I go and look for another entry going short, once again, we got 3 days of drop. We have a bearish engulfing candle. Green, green, red. We had the retest for price to continue the push, to continue to make lower high, lower low. So gold is looking good too. I'm gonna keep this one on for now. And then Bitcoin, let's take a look. 372. See if we have any entries that we could look for on Bitcoin. No engulfings on the daily, no engulfings on the 4-hour. What I like about Bitcoin as well, we had a little zone of consolidation that price gave us a break and retest of. We have a red, red, green. We have the retest on the 1-hour. This looks like it gave us the entry already, gentlemen.
Straight into profit.
Straight into profit. No drawdown. That's how it should be, man. There's no other way. And if you know what you're trading, then there's no reason to be in a situation where you can't get yourself out of. Right, so let's take a look. In the 5-minute, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price we're trading between this high and this low. So we don't have any change of character break of structures just yet. In the 1-minute, I want to say lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character here, right? And then I'm looking for the break of structure here, and we're getting that pullback, right? And we know that we're looking for price to bounce off the 50, which is over here. We're getting the cross, and we know that price is gonna want to give us a little bit of something somewhere. We have a red, red, green that was already used up, but that red candle doesn't have a bottom wick. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Where would we take the trade? The 1-minute gave us the break. I'd be using this low over here. Yerp. Was goody, was goody. Great rising. Let's take a look at oil too real quick. And then US oil, we have price still pushing counter, making higher highs and higher lows, which is perfect. Again, we're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, and then up in a downtrend, we're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation where price has rejected these lows hundreds of times already at this point since 2023, March of 2023. For a whole year, we've been rejecting these lows and going back up, rejecting the lows, going back up, rejecting the lows, going back up. So again, this is just all part of the same game. Can't look for sells in a downtrend when price is at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. It just doesn't make any sense, especially before a break of structure. And we have the change of character, we have the break of structure, and we still have that push. We still don't have a pullback, so we're still trading between the break, which is the low, and whatever high that we end up getting up here. So the only thing left for us really is gonna be Bitcoin, gold, and US 30. Bitcoin being the one that looks the best out of everything else. So let's go back and do everything else. So we have fib retracement. We ended up getting a 61.8, 50%, 61.8. Right now in this, we want to see the flip. I want to see another valid confirmation for my entry. I want to see the pound. I want to see the bounce off the 50. I want to see an engulfing candle. I want to see another confirmation. Without that other confirmation, I'm not gonna take a trade. Right, specifically on Bitcoin, with this being such a big pair, you have a lot less room to make an error here. Stop loss is gonna be heavy. Your losses are gonna be heavy. So we'll wait this one out. No rush. So we'll keep this one here, and then I'll keep up another screen for the other pairs. So US 30 is already on that hunt to the top side. Still got that gap at the top of the market. Right, S&P is looking on the same boat. USD CAD's pushing down. USD ZAR's pushing down. Gold. Gold is going to be an interesting one for today. Again, I don't like trading in this area. Would love for price to already just give us that break of structure of the low. Give us a continuation. Again, we already know we have 3 weeks of rise. Not really expecting price to continue to push to the top side this week. But we also already have 3 days of drops. So today price could go down right from where we're at. If you notice it, price could finish anywhere down at these lows and just finish the day on a no net, which would be again just a day where price moves sideways. Or it's gonna just stay up here for the rest of the day, and then going into the rest of the week, that's when price will continue that push down to the bottom. So right now it's just a waiting game really for gold. There's nothing much we could do about it. What's odd to me is US 30s on the push to the top side. Oh my, we're good. I was looking at it backwards for some reason. No, G is good. EU is also good. Yeah, we're still on that push to the top. Yeah, so today we had pretty good entries, right? Especially for EU. EU was a really good trade. GU would have been a good one. Same, pretty much same thing as EU. Same entry model. Little type 1 patterns for the uptrend on the lower time frame. Price break, gave you the break, gave you a double bottom on the lower time frame. Did it give you an engulfing? Nothing on the 5. On the 1 minute, pretty much same thing. Change of character, break of structure, retest to continue. Engulfing candle right here. Red, red, green with the retest, but the green candle doesn't have a top wick, so wouldn't have been a valid engulfing, but it did give you a break of structure retest at the end of the day. So then straight into profit back to the top side. So yeah, if you were up during the end of Asia going into London, you had 2 beautiful, beautiful trades with EU and GU. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Those are really good trades. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin over here. I'll be looking for the bounce off the 50 EMA, have a little bit of a tighter stop loss, and that way we could have a nice little trade. Then what I'm looking for is that 372, that push to the top side. So we'll keep our eye on the 5-minute. I'm gonna go back and forth from the 5-minute to the 1-minute. How long do we got? We have a minute. Okay, 8:20. The reason I'm doing that is just in the 1-minute we could see higher high, higher low, higher high, and this is where price gave us a lower low. So I would love to see, the easiest trades would obviously be when the 1-minute turns around and starts giving you the change of character break of structure, the way that we saw on EU and GU. But again, also, what we're kind of looking for is that bounce off the 50 EMA on the 5-minute. I would like to see an engulfing candle as well. There's a lot of other confirmations that we could wait for and look for. I was more confident with EU because of the inducement. Yeah, that's always the easiest trade. After the inducement, once you get the inducement and you get the change of character break of structure, that's 100% trade right there. That's always going to be the easiest trade to take. But still, with GU, it wasn't bad. Definitely would have been another trade I would have looked for. Again, that's why I'm so upset with myself about yesterday, man. I should have been up. I should have been on the computer looking at that trade. That would have been a good start of the week, and especially this week, man, where it's like you're not gonna get a lot of trades this week.
So it's
So
been a good way to end the month. Low 1 to 8.
that what?
I say the trade would have been a good way to end the month.
Yep, 1 to 8.
Low 1 to 8.
Would have been a great way
Great.
to end the month. He said, yeah, most are going counter. They're going counter and they're trading at their higher highs. So just about what we've seen this hundreds of times before already. We just gotta wait for those pullbacks to happen. Once we get those pullbacks, we can get right back up on the saddle, start trading again. Damn, man. I think Kendall did take that trade because the fact that he's not awake, the fact that he's not in here.
So Kendall took a candle trade again.
Kendall took a Kendall trade. This is where the real pressure starts, though, man. He wants to quit his job. He needs to make money, man. So he's trying to. I get it. Again, he's just trying to put the most time on the charts, but this is really something you can't rush. You really can't get in this with the head. You can't get into trading with the headspace of, I gotta make this shit work. I gotta make bread. It's just not gonna work. It's gonna be very, very stressful. Very stressful.
You JumpeR, do you know trading pool?
Hold on. Give me a second, my bad. Do I know who?
Trading pool.
Trading Pool?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never heard of them.
Check what I sent you on DMs.
Alright.
What do you have to say about that?
Nah, I mean it is true. is not wrong.
Yeah, true.
But
You like
again, it's number one, right? Again, it's at the end of the day, it depends what your strategy is, everything else, right? Like if there's a month like this month where it's super slow, not really a lot of trades, especially if you're trading a prop firm account. 5%'s not bad. It's really not. And again, it all depends on your account size too. A lot of people's account size, if you have 100K, right, 5% of 100K is not bad.
yeah, that's 5K,
It's
true.
5K. So it's really, at the end of the day, that question, that post is all perspective, right? Like if you're trading $100 account, yeah, 5% ain't shit. You're making what, $5? Like, you can't really live off of that. But it's all perspective at the end of the day. Um. So yeah, the pressure is gonna make it worse. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm taking my time, no rushing. It's just how it is, man. Like there's ways to do it, and there's again, I don't like to name drop the people in our group, but it's a good learning experience for everybody, right? We all go through the same boat. We all have the same emotions. So, you know, one person's downfall could be the reason that you help 100 people, right? So, and it's not only him, right? There's a few other people before him that have done the same thing that are on the same boat, right? Which is, again, if you're gonna start trading, right, and you have the means to go get a job and you have a means to go do something else that's gonna pay the bills by the time that, for the time being that you're learning how to trade, then do that. Because the moment that you decide that you're going to say, fuck it, I'm gonna be trading full time, whether you know the rules or not, right? It's gonna make it a lot more stressful because if you go a week without trading, if you go 2 weeks without trading, that third week, right at the end of the fucking month when you gotta pay rent, you gotta pay bills, what's gonna happen? You're gonna start getting frustrated. You're gonna start looking for things that aren't really there, right? Your mind is so stressed and it's so anxious that everything that you learned is going right down the toilet. Ain't nobody thinking about what you just learned, especially when you're stressed out. You're just gonna want to look for one thing and one thing only, right? So for some people, it's a good thing. I feel like for him specifically, I think this is a good thing, right? Because there's been a lot of errors that he's made in the last couple weeks, right? And again, we could blame everything. We could blame the fact that he's tired, he's not sleeping. We could blame everything. But at the end of the day, when you're tired and you're delusional, if somebody asks you what your name is, you're still gonna know what your name is, right? If you're tired, you're delusional, somebody asks you what your name is, you're not gonna say your name is Albert if your name is fucking Lewis. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we could throw all these excuses as to why we're not seeing what it's supposed to be, but at the end of the day, that just goes to show you that there's still something that you're missing, right? So, the 372 trades that or the markups that he did, that he even said, "Yo, this trade looks good, 372." I looked at the pair, there was no 372. There was no 2 days of rise, right? The trades that he took the other week with a zone of consolidation and he bought at the top of the zone of consolidation straight into stop loss, right? Again, there's certain things that if you rush the process, it's going to make it more difficult. You're gonna start seeing things that aren't there, right? The same thing with today's trade that we spoke about earlier with AUD USD that he took, right? It's like I get it, I understand why you took the trade. I completely understand. However, he just pulled something that we always talk about, which is I could teach you these entry models, I could teach you a double bottom, but if you don't plug in market structure to that entry, there's a 50% chance you're going straight into stop loss. And that's exactly what happened. Oh, there's a type 1 pattern. Perfect. The type 1 pattern looks beautiful. However, where are you trading? You're trading at a lower low. You think price is going to give you lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and just going to continue to give you profits? Or do you think price is going to give you a pullback? Right? On top of the fact that we were in a zone of consolidation. On top of the fact that we were at a lower low, we were at a zone of consolidation again. Right? So I could already tell that zones of consolidation for him are his nemesis. He's got to lock in with those. So yeah, trading is a completely different ballgame. Completely different. This is not one of those games where you make believe that you see something and then you do something wrong and you get that money back. Like, nah, man. You gotta know everything. There's no room for mistakes here. Again, somebody asks you what your name is, you're gonna tell them exactly what your name is every single day. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. That's the same way trading has to be. If you're looking at these charts and you don't know the charts like it's your name, like the back of your hand, you're gonna fucking regret getting into trading. If you're not willing to put in the time, if you're not willing to put in the hours, if you're not willing to put in the grind, study, there's no point in trading because this is that one skill that you're gonna lose a lot more money trying to do this as a hobby than actually winning. And again, photography is a cheaper hobby. So if you want to find a hobby and you think trading is gonna be a hobby, go do photography. It's cheaper. Shout out Steve Morrow, man. He said it the best. Photography is a lot cheaper.
You were jumper.
Yo,
I won't lie. If you hadn't drawn like the zone of consolidation,
you
I
wouldn't have
wouldn't
seen
have
it.
seen it at first.
It's all good. That just shows you that there's a little bit of more work that you gotta put into the charts. There's nothing wrong with that.
How would you how would you pick a zone of consolidation?
What do you mean? You don't know if you can't see if price is trending or moving sideways?
No, no, some are easier to see.
Yeah, yeah, there's no doubt about that. But end of the day, a zone of consolidation is a zone of consolidation. Like if price is moving sideways, you're in a zone of consolidation. You know what I mean? Like you can we go back to AU. This is a multi-day. There's 2 days where price has just been moving sideways. There's no trend here. There's no trend at
True.
all. It's just price moving sideways, rejecting highs
Injecting
and
highs
rejecting lows the
is
entire time.
opposite in the time.
The reason why I'm still waiting before I enter on Bitcoin is because price just gave us an exhaustion candle going short and an exhaustion candle going long, both in the fucking 5 minute time frame. Like I'm not gonna take that trade just yet. Wait for a steeper pullback in the lower time in the 5 minute time frame. If we could get that pullback on the 5 minute, I would love this trade a lot better than if I were to take it right now. Right in the middle where price in the 1 minute is just again moving sideways. Still got gaps being printed. It's not strong areas. See, boom. Close that gap up. I'm gonna wait for the 5 minute and see what happens here. No need to rush in this. Just gonna give it a few. See what happens. If we could get an engulfing candle to print too, that would be a miracle. That'd be great. We're not gonna have any other opportunity to trade on US 30. Maybe gold. Yeah, I'm in my Discord. You could join up, Muhammad.
How old is Muhammad?
I don't know. It's a great question. I think he's like 72. The guy's an old man.
372.
372. Hell yeah. I don't know. I think he's like 20, 21 maybe.
He's in uni.
Yeah. The thing with gold too is again is that 3 days of drop. Today price could just fake out a lot of traders. Finish the day on a rise, finish the day on a no net. Alright, Muhammad, no worries. So gold, I'm gonna ignore gold for the day. I shouldn't have ignored gold yesterday, man. It was such a good fucking trade. My dumbass wanted. Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna stay in bed. Whatever, man. And then again, US 30. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get another trade. Bitcoin is really the one on our list that we want to stay vigilant on. Right? If we would have entered somewhere here, we would have been in a little bit of drawdown. Just a little bit of drawdown, Mr. Sir. Just a little bit. Right, so let's start getting ready to take this trade here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's give it a few minutes here. Yeah, I would love to see an engulfing candle. Like today might be a day where I just sit out and we just continue to take a look at the pairs, but we'll see how this finishes towards the end of the session. The It's crazy because on Trade Locker I just opened it now. On the 5 minute time frame we have a engulfing candle. A bullish engulfing candle. I'm sorry, no, a bearish engulfing candle. So on Trade Locker on the 5 minute, these candles here are engulfing candles. Green, green, and then red. So if that was the case, we would be able to use that as a flip zone. So I'm gonna just wait this one out. See how it looks here on trading view. Just give it a few minutes. And then we'll go. The only entry opportunity we have here would be just, we got the cross of the 50 and the 200, crossed above, we got the bounce off the 50 EMA, which is exactly what we want to see, right? We're in peak high territory in level 3, right? We're also on the 50 EMA, we're above the 50 EMA here on the 30-minute time frame. So it looks good. I mean, this could be a really low risk trade, right? I would sit here and say that this entry would be um high reward, low risk. This is not bad at all. This is a once in a lifetime kind of experience on Bitcoin when you look at how big Bitcoin moves and how big stop losses are usually. So this is not a bad pair to keep a close eye on here on this entry, but I do want to see an engulfing candle, or I would want to see that that bullish engulfing that we had. I'm sorry, the bearish engulfing candle that we have on Trade Locker. If it could turn
Turn
into a
into the
flip
flip
zone.
side.
Yeah, if it could do the same thing that happened yesterday, and then the same thing that happened with that other trade the other day, then I'd like to see that happen. But we'll keep a close eye on it. We'll see how it looks. There's really nothing else for the day, so I'm gonna just stay here. What the fuck? There's a train next to your house, man. The hell was
Who's
that,
this?
Mr. Muhammad?
Oh, the famous Muhammad.
The one and only, man.
How you doing, Mo?
Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo himself.
Is he shy?
Nah, his
He's
shit's
not
probably fucked up.
speaking. Oh,
Hello, hello.
You're
What's up? I was speaking, by the way, but I don't know. My mic was
It's a little
muted.
messed up, but it's all good. It's like
How you guys
staticky.
doing?
Doing good, can't complain. How you been doing? Been a while.
Doing. Yeah, it was. But I just got home, like 2 hours ago. But it is what it is, man. We need all the stuff.
It's good, Albert. Well, just share my brother. Good morning, good morning. So we can see Bitcoin went straight to fucking stop loss if we would have taken that trade earlier. See, this is why you gotta wait for these confirmations, man.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Gotta wait for the confirmations. Let's go back real quick. This is damn, man. Could be getting a inducement of the lows, but I still want to see that engulfing candle somewhere. That might be done for today, man. That's pretty much it. Ain't shit left to trade.
Yeah, there's nothing left to trade.
There's nothing else really going on the charts.
Still have tomorrow.
Still got tomorrow, man.
Mhm.
Still got fucking Thursday. We still got Friday. We still got next week. We got the whole year to trade, bro. There's no rush in this shit.
How you been though? Like, what? What about E as well?
I've been good. He's been good too. I think he's going back to DR now on Saturday. So
Already?
yeah, he told me he'll be back trading and on his charts again. Like the first week of April, second week of April maybe. So I'm sure he's gonna get home, set everything up, take a few days to be with the family, and then he'll
But
be back on the charts.
he been taking too many vacations. Like,
Well, technically, he's
it's
not
a
really
lot.
on vacation. He's just working now. He's doing the shit that he does with
Really, like,
taxes and all that. So
an actual job. Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
when he told me about. Oh, I see.
So technically, it's not a vacation, but he just does that, and then once the tax season is over, he comes back and starts trading again.
See. I missed him, man.
Yeah. Either way, he fucking deserves it, man. It's a lot of years that he has in this game. So he called me yesterday. He's like, "Yo, when the fuck you going to DR, man?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm not 30 yet. I can't retire just yet. I can't live that lifestyle you guys got out there."
No, give me a few more years.
I told him, I just turned 24, bro. I got 6 more years left, and then I'll feel comfortable going out
It
there.
will pass by, so
That's why.
you wouldn't even know it.
But I'm chilling
Take
still.
your
Yo,
time, but
I gotta stay locked in, bro. I got a few things I gotta take care of first before I do what I want to do out there in DR. Cause again, like I did it. I was out there for a month and a half when I first this was in 2021, maybe
2021,
2022.
yeah.
So
I think 2021, right?
I think so, something like that. And I enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
really fun. Like I would love to be in that type of lifestyle every single day for the rest of my days on Earth. But yo, I know that I'm not gonna work. I know that for a fact. Like I'm not gonna fucking be doing any of this shit if I was over there. Living right behind the beach, like yo, there's no way I'll be inside.
True.
With
Party all
with
night.
the with the
So,
dirt bikes, yo, we were going crazy. We'd
yeah.
be we'd be going to the bars and the clubs at 8 9 p.m. and we wouldn't leave till we got kicked out because it closes at 5 a.m. 6 a.m. Go
The
back to
sun
the
comes up.
house and just fucking chill at the house for another few hours. Like I wouldn't be trading, I wouldn't be working. I'd just be partying all day. It's at the beach. Yeah, man,
I think the
I can't
environment
do that.
encourages you to
Of,
party all the time.
of
So yeah,
course, of course, especially over there.
yeah.
So I gotta stay locked in, man. I can't do that yet. Not yet. He really wants me to, but I can't do it. I know myself too much. I wouldn't be able to put in the work.
I see. It's a touristy country, right? Like
Hmm.
depends on tourism for the economy.
Yep.
Or am I mistaken?
That's exactly what
Oh,
it is.
nice. I have to pull up to Istanbul, bro. Like, you gotta have fun here.
That's gonna be a trip. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you book it. Like, let's say, try on the what summer I say. I'll say on the winter,
Mm.
maybe October, November.
That's the best time to go over there.
So technically, yeah, because the summer is gonna be hot, but I wanna visit on the winter.
Gotta
About
plan that.
excuse me, didn't have anything to eat
Mm.
yesterday.
I think I'll be turning the stream off now. There's really nothing else to trade. We could babysit Bitcoin for a little bit longer and just wait for something to happen, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna force any trades at this point. Lower time frame gave us a change of character, break of structure. We got this gap here, so I'm not gonna force any trades right now. I'll wait this one out. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn the stream off real quick.
Hmm.
Alright guys, that's pretty much it for me today. The trades that we did have were given pretty early in the morning, right? Both GU and EU, right? 4 in the morning for GU, same thing for EU, 4 in the morning, 3:30, 4 a.m. So, um, there's really nothing else left for us here for today. I wanted to try to catch an aggressive trade here on Bitcoin, but there was no luck for right now. Again, we could say here if you guys want to continue to look for the trades, you could sit here on the lower time frame and wait for an engulfing candle, wait for price to start giving you higher highs and higher lows. Um, I'm not gonna do that though, especially not on Bitcoin. Me personally, I'm just gonna wait it out and wait for tomorrow, man. We'll be back tonight again for the isolation session. We'll be back again tomorrow morning for another live trading session, and then hopefully we'll have something to set up for us. Even gold, right? Understanding that we have 3 days of drop, there's two things that price is gonna do today, right? Price is either going to continue to stay in this uptrend and just fake traders out the same way that it's doing here, as you guys can see with this engulfing candle, or price is gonna go short and just consolidate down here and again just continue to trap traders who continue to look for sells down at these levels. So I do believe that gold is gonna be one of those pairs that we're gonna go down a little bit to give a pullback, right? Higher high going into a higher low. um Specifically at the fact that we have 3 months of rise already, this month being the third month. We have 3 weeks of rise already, last week being the third week. So this week I'm not expecting price to continue to push to the top side. We have so many indications and confirmations letting us know that price isn't going to go any higher until for a few more days, for a few more weeks. So just waiting for the confirmations, right? We understand that after a change of character we're looking for the break. So once we get this break of structure, once we get price to break below here, it's smooth sailing back down to the bottom, right? And again, that's why I'm kind of upset at myself about yesterday's trade and not being awake and not being on my charts on time to catch this trade. Because this was beautiful. This was a beautiful trade. 372 third day low. As soon as we got that third day low, that's exactly what price does every single time. So would have been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade on gold yesterday, and that would have set us up for the weekend. You know, we understand. We talked about this on Sunday. This is invite me to the voice channel. Oh, I got you. My bad. You should be in here. This is just my Discord. But I got you. I'll send you the link again just in case. Fuck. Hold on. I sent it to you. So yeah, that's pretty much it, right? We understood that on Sunday there was gonna be a lot of pairs that we could potentially look for an entry, but for the most part, we already know we're trading at higher highs, looking for a pullback. We're trading at lower lows, looking for a pullback. So this week and most likely next week, these last couple days of the month might be a little bit too slow. So we just got to take advantage of the charts whenever we can. So that's the reason why I'm a little upset about not being present on the charts on gold. Right? We just had to take advantage, especially on a week where it's going to be pretty slow. It's going to be a slow week. So that's pretty much it though for me, guys. Let's take one more look at Bitcoin. Again, we could stay here and catch an aggressive trade on Bitcoin, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just call it a day for me, and then I'll be back again tonight for the isolation session. Any questions, guys? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain? Anything you guys want me to talk about? Anything at all? Let me know. If not, we'll be done for the day. Can you explain the 372 on gold? Yeah, so again, we had 2 days of drop. First and foremost, first thing is first, right? Where are we? We're trading at a higher high, right? We were at the daily high, we're at the 4-hour high, we're at the 30-minute high, right? So we know we're looking for a price to give us a pullback. That's number one, right? The second thing that we saw, shoulder head shoulder, right? After we got a shoulder head shoulder, what are we looking for? We're looking for the break below the area, right? So we're looking for a valid shoulder head shoulder, or for a shoulder head shoulder to be valid, right? What do you need to see? You need to see price break below the lows. You need to see price break, right? Because how many times did we see it just last week alone during the FOMC news, right? How many times did we see traders take a trade in this area where it looks like a shoulder head shoulder before the break, and then price goes back up to the top side, right? So we got the shoulder head shoulder, we got the break. Not only did we get the break, but we had 2 days of drop, right? 1, 2. After 2 days of drop, what are we looking for? We're looking for 3 days, 372. We're looking for that third day low to be made, right? So then the entry that we took on here, or the entry that we would have taken, would have been on the 15-minute time frame, right? On the 15-minute time frame, you had price give you higher high, higher low, higher high, then price gave you lower low. But before price gave you this lower low, it gave you a fake engulfing candle, a fake bullish engulfing candle, right? When you know that you have a fake bullish or a fake bearish engulfing candle, you could use it as a flip zone, right? To where I'll be looking for price to break below the zone, give us the retest. Once it gave us the retest, again, you know you could take a trade. Once again, use everything to your advantage. We know we're in peak high. We're looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA, right? When price bounced off the 50 EMA, we had the entry here, the stop loss right above the area, right? Would have been a 21, 22 pip stop, and then your take profits at the 372. That yesterday's low, right? The previous day low. So that would have been the trade for yesterday on gold, a 1 to 8. So that was pretty much it, Albert. It's really that simple. And again, after 3 days of drop, we know price is either going to move sideways or go up, which is again the reason why I'm not taking this trade here. Yes, we could see a beautiful engulfing candle, right? But again, we already understand the rules of the market. We understand the market makers more than they know themselves, right? We know that today price is either going to move sideways or go up. So that's the reason why I'm not looking to take this trade here. because I understand that the market makers are here to just trap traders, induce traders to make them believe that they see something, collect contracts, to then continue the moves for the next upcoming days. Any other questions, guys? Anything else? Don't do that again. That wasn't nice. Thank you, brother. No problem, my brother. Alright, guys. Have a good rest of your day. And we'll speak to you later tonight. Peace out.